Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Madden 17 Road to Glory, and this is by far the best episode yet for content. I mean, the amount of coins we make, the pulls we get in the packs, everything is absolutely insane, and even the gameplay is ridiculous. And I've tried a different layout throughout the video, so there'll be a few of the the non-gameplay bits here, and then I'll go some gameplay, back to some non-gameplay, and then some gameplay again. So if you do enjoy the video and all the epic stuff that happens, let me know down in the comments and drop a like on the video. But as you can see there, those are the 3 pulls we got from doing the Team Hero sets that came out over the weekend, and I grinded a hell of a lot of them over the weekend. As you'll see, this will be just me showing you the pulls that I get through the sets. I mean, we got Tyreek Hill there, who goes for 90k, and we did actually pull him more than once. So as you can see, I've got a lot of players to get through early on, and I did end up buying so many players over the weekend. I spent quite a long time just going through these sets and just getting the playoff players, the elite playoff players, and selling them on each time, getting the Team Hero badges, because we are trying to work our way towards getting a Team Hero and getting that Josh Norman card as well. And I mean, these sets, they are very costly. I mean, luckily early on, as you can see here, this is one of the first ones I did. I had quite a few gold players left over from saving them from last month, but I mean, 40 gold players a set, it takes quite a long time to buy them, and I've got 4 sets left, as you can see there, nearly. I mean, probably 3 and I'll have to buy a few more, but overall we did get quite a lot of sets done over the weekend, as I'm sure you can imagine. But as I'm going through it on the screen here, definitely stick around for later on. This is just me showing you exactly how the set was done. And the first pull we got was a Cole Beasley, so a 90 rated overall early on is very good. To be honest, he doesn't sell for tons. I think he at the time he sold for around, I'm going to guess around 50k. But to be honest, that pays for the set in itself, and we get the Team Hero badge along with that, which does work our way towards the Team Hero Man of the Month and towards the Josh Norman mid-season Mutt Master set. But that's just one of the pulls I get. I am going to not show you me doing the sets over and over and over. I'm just going to show you this first one, and then we'll work our way. I'll show you a few more pulls and exactly what we're doing, and then a little bit of gameplay, because we are towards our Super Bowl as well, so there's a lot happening in this episode at once. I mean, everything seems to have just converged onto this one episode. But I checked the price on Mutthead, and I think the cheapest one up was about 50k. So I'm going to list mine just for a little bit less, just to get that sell, because the prices do fluctuate quite a lot, and I want to get mine sold in case there's a big dip. I don't want mine sitting there on the market and losing out on potential coins. I mean, it can go the other way, and I can lose out on a lot of coins, but we make a 95 overall pull there with Sam Martin, the best punter in the league at the moment. I think his punting game has just been unbelievable this year. We did get a Legends pack just from doing the solos a while ago. We don't actually get any huge pulls in it, but I thought I'd just mix it up rather than just showing playoff players over and over again. We get a Legend pack in there, so it's a little bit of a pack opening in this episode as well, because we're opening quite a lot of packs in total. But this is probably going to be the final one that I show you, just to show you they weren't all phenomenal. We did get Riley Jr. there, who is only worth about 16k, so pretty terrible pull. We made quite a big loss on that one, but overall we made a huge gain on the sets. I mean, 16k for this guy is terrible, considering you put about 50k into the set. But the other sets we did, these are the players we did pull, all the elite guys in here. We got Coleman, we got Riley Jr., we got Sheed, we got a hell of a lot of good players. You can see Tyreek Hill there, Will Fuller, so many good pulls over the course of doing the sets. We actually sold quite a few of our gold cards as well where we could. The Lions gold defenders were going for about 3k. That's hugely inflated. A lot of the silvers were going for a very high amount if they were one of the teams that made the playoffs. I got rid of all of those. So as you can see, we also pulled Justin Pugh there as well, and Leary. So we got a lot of good lineman pulls who are worth so much, and that put our coin total up to over 1 million coins at the moment, which is unreal. For not spending any money on the game, getting 1 million coins, I think is just absolutely insane, considering the team we have as well is probably worth over 1 million. That's over 2 million coins without spending a dime. But as you can see, also I'm working my way towards the Team Hero there. We have 21 badges at the moment. I'll work my way through them off camera, but we are getting very close to the Josh Norman set. So you might be seeing that a little bit later in the episode, so stick around for that. But for now, we'll jump into the first of our 3 Super Bowl games. Hopefully, we can win the Super Bowl, because with this team, as you can see, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Teddy Bruschi there. And my opponent, he has a decent team. Reggie Bush, Rob Ninkovich, and Russell Wilson as wide receiver. So I'm thinking he's going to be a trick play sort of player. So I want to just work my way into the game. We also picked up Derrick Henry, which I did off camera, and that was before the million coins. And as you can see there, we still have a million and Derrick Henry in the team, I should say. And as you can see there, he's fighting forward, getting yards, and that's why I want him in the team, because I like a runner who will get yards after contact, and he seems like the best guy in the game for that at the moment, besides Mel Blount, who I might pick up a bit later on. But for now, Derrick Henry is doing the job. He's doing the absolute business. So I'm very happy with him. I'm so happy with the team, as I'm sure you guys can tell. But coming up against this guy here, he has a lot of routes covered. I mean, my guy was open, but I got hit on the throw. He makes an interception, and I'm thinking this could be it for the playoff run. I mean, my opponent, if he manages to get to the playoff with the team he had, he's obviously not a bad player. He's probably going to be one of these trick player who uses Wildcat or something with Russell Wilson, potentially with the Browns playbook, or I don't know. But he did have Doug Baldwin at quarterback, I think is who he had. So every time I hear him, he wasn't going to fumble the ball very often, and he's actually throwing absolute dimes as well. As you can see on this play here, he does have a decent team. It's not a bad team, and I didn't expect that play whatsoever, the stick play. It's just not something you see very often, and he pulled it off absolutely perfectly, and he takes a 6-0 lead. He did miss his conversion, which could, it could come in handy for us. I mean, if we get a touchdown and make our conversion as well, it will be good for us. But Derrick Henry, on one of his earlier carries in his career for the club, does fumble the ball, which is really not what I wanted to see. I mean, it's just very annoying when things like that happen, fumbling so often. I mean, my running backs seem to fumble a lot more than anyone I come up against. I never come up against someone who's fumbled with Derrick Henry, but my one decided to do it. But anyway, not going to be too salty about that, because we forced him to 3rd and 18. He throws it deep, but Larry Wilson, for me, the best free safety in the game. I've had him for about 3-4 months now, and he gets picks on picks on picks. And we're going to try and drive our way upfield here. I'm going to abuse the corner out because he couldn't defend it. I mean, it could be a bit better to watch if I was using different plays, but I did use the corner out a fair bit in this game. And my opponent here, as you can see, the defence he came out in, this is where Derrick Henry comes alive. He only has 3 linemen, and he has 3 very deep defenders with 2 guys absolutely nowhere near the line on the left-hand side. And he's going to try and use the guy over. Can't do it in time. I'm going to keep calling hurry up, because there's no reason not to at this point. I mean, the run game, if you look at how many players he has in the box, he has 2-3 extra players in the box besides linemen, if you can see there. I mean, Derrick Henry's just going to get in eventually. It's just a matter of time, because he's worked his way up to the 7-yard line, and he still doesn't have anyone in the box. So I'm going to keep running it where I can. He does make a nice play there, using the guy over, but I do still pick up a gain. And I'm going to go hurry up again. He's going to gamble. I'm so sure he's going to gamble on the run here. As you can see, he's brought a few more guys into the box. He's got a lot of people over centre. He does blitz a lot of people, and that leaves, I think, that was Jerry Rice. Oh no, so it was Randy Moss open for the touchdown, and we go 7-6 up, which is big, considering we have the lead now. It's not a tied game. He's going to roll out with Doug Baldwin, and I see him make a smart play there, using his guy upfield. I cover that, give him a bit of a knock, which gives, I think it was Madison, a nice easy interception there. So we got the ball. We also have the lead. We get hit on the run, on the throw there. Fortunately for us, since it is Matthew Stafford, he comes up with a clutch throw to Randy Moss, and we get in for the touchdown. And I'm just going to take the lead, the 14-6 lead, which makes my opponent have to get 2 points on his next possession. As you can see, I knew he was open there, and I just couldn't get there in time. I just wasn't quick enough. I think I was using Clowney, who actually should be faster than he was there. Unfortunately, he wasn't. And my opponent works his way outfield here very nicely with a ridiculous catch. But, he played for it and he got it, so fair play to him. He wasn't going to run the ball here, so I'm just going to make sure he can't get in with Doug Baldwin. As you can see, he's trying to outrun me, tries to make a last-second throw there. I think that might have been picked. I have a sense here that, I'm not going to block the field goal, so I'm just going to go cover 2, lock everyone up. Everyone is locked up, and he quits the game from there, and we get our first win. But you might be wondering, why are we on the Man of the Month screen? As you can see, slowly but surely, we got the collectibles. We got a few more coins along the way, not too many more. The sets started to even out at this point. We got a few more good pulls and a few not so good ones, but on the whole, we did make a little bit of coin off those sets. We got all the collectibles, and I'm going to add them all into the Von Miller set because I do not want to wait any longer to get this Josh Norman. So that is the Josh Norman set. We have all the pieces besides the elite badges, and Von Miller there. We also have him in the team, so that's a nice addition. I might end up selling him because I don't like his chemistry, and Tahir Whitehead, he's got the perfect chemistry and he plays very well actually, so I'll probably keep him in the team for now. But this is Josh Norman coming up. We need 2 elite badges. I'm just going to buy them on camera for you just so you can see. I mean, this has been a long time coming. We're going to pick up any ones that are less 18k or less, I think. I mean, I'm still going to grind the coins. I mean, you might be sitting there thinking, you have 1.2 million coins, about that. Why are you worried about a few K? But the reason I've got that amount of coins is because I'm worried about that little bit of money saving here and there. So I probably made about over 2,000 transactions on this account, and if you do each one, save a few thousand or 1,000 coins on each one, that is 100k right there, I think. But this is the Josh Norman, the little collectible there. Says you're pretty sick, and to save this collectible, hope it will come in handy a bit later on. You might need the Gronk one as well, and I don't know if we'll be able to grind up that, but you can see how good this Josh Norman card is. He outdoes everyone on my team significantly in pretty much every single stat. So I'm going to add him into the team. That should bump us back up to a 92. I did change the team around a little bit with Tony Dorsett, which lowered our overall, but I wanted Derek Henry in the team. So we're up to a 91 for now. Just waiting to put Josh Norman in the team. I didn't want to just set him in because I like to do it myself, you know, instead of just promoting him to the number 1 starter. Just showing you we have Derek Henry in there, who was phenomenal last game. Besides that fumble, he definitely made his presence known. The only problem with putting Josh Norman in is we have to move Pat Pete to corner number 4, and we don't get his chemistry boost, which does help Larry Wilson. But, I mean, Larry Wilson's such a baller, he probably doesn't need it. Saying that though, I am looking to pick up another free safety. So if you guys do have a free safety recommendation, I'm thinking of Brian Dawkins, but if you have any other recommendations, let me know and I'll put them in the team. I mean, Larry Wilson will be a phenomenal backup for free safety, and I'll probably put him as my strong safety backup just because of how good he is. But this is us putting Josh Norman as the number 1 corner. We've got up to a 92 overall. He's up to a 97 overall himself. So we pulled a 91 this episode so far. We've got a 97 in the team, and look at those stats. 90 speed, 96 zone, 93 man, 93 press, 85 catch, and 94 play rec. And I just can't believe we've managed to get this guy in the team on this account. This is something like an elite card that not many people have, and we've managed to get him into the team just through grinding out here and there. We've managed to get this team. So happy with it. But I'll jump into another game now, working our way through the Super Bowl a bit more. Hopefully we can win it and get to the final. So we're into the second to last game on this Super Bowl run. Hopefully we can get it and get all the way into the Super Bowl. My opponent has a very good team though, 396s, and ours is actually better with 297s and a 96 in there, but he's still got a very good team all over the park, and that 96 Dion means the side of the field he's on is on lockdown. So my opponent keeps coming out on cover 3, and I'm going to keep throwing mesh plays and to the flats wherever I can because it works. As you can see, he's got absolutely no one. He's giving me the 5-yard gains all over the pitch, and we're only up to the 45-yard line, but we're a minute and a half in, and that shows you how many short yardage plays we've actually got off my opponent. 2nd and 5, obviously we got a 5-yard gain again. Once again, another 5-yard gain, and he's just giving me these 5-yard gains, and if I don't get one, I'll get it on the other 2 plays that doesn't force me to use a 4th down on trying to get up the field. And it was just working consistently against this guy. As you can see over and over again, it might not be the most pretty thing to do. He's not using it whatsoever, and I'm just picking up the yards. He does force me to 3rd and 1. I'm just going to run it straight up the gut with Derek Henry. I mean, you're not going to stop him with one guy, so I thought my line should be able to hold for long enough for him to get at least a yard, which is all that we needed. My opponent was forcing me to 3rd and goal, which, the way he plays, I think the way he was playing his defence is he wanted to force his opponents to just a field goal. I mean, it was quite hard to get into the end zone. Luckily for us, we have Matthew Stafford who can sneak it in like the best of them. Should have gone for a fake spike or something to relive the glory days, but My opponent is on offense, and I'm going to start with a cover 3. Always start with a cover 3 personally on the first play, just so they can't get a big gain. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to run it. I gamble off that fact. He doesn't. He's got, to be honest, the man on the right-hand side there, he should have thrown to him because he was wide open. He throws it into double coverage, and fortunately we swat it down. Even though Bob Sanders was there, who's pretty small, who I'm thinking of upgrading, or not upgrading, just changing player. Both the safeties I'm thinking about changing, just because Bob Sanders' height does lack in certain situations like that. But my opponent was just going for the deep plays all game, as you can see, coming up with ridiculous catches like that. I think, to be honest, I think I played defence near enough perfectly this game. He never had anyone clean open, as you can see, everyone's covered. I'm getting good pressure on his quarterback with my D-line, and he was just coming up with ridiculous after ridiculous play. I played that play wrong, I'll admit that, but I thought someone's going to be able to stop him there. Unfortunately, Norman, I think it was there, gets absolutely destroyed by Derrick Henry, and he falls forward for about 10 yards, which I was quite annoyed at, considering I played... I'm so confident in my defence on this play here, on this drive even. I forced my opponent to 3rd and 20, 3rd and 28 with a fumble. He does pick up the fumble himself, which is a weird little glitchy animation there where they fall over and it just falls back into their arms. But anyway, 4th and 28, he goes for it. Doesn't matter for him the distance because he knows he's just going to launch it into the end zone. Fortunately, 3 guys around it and we break it up. And he decides he can't score against me, and that is game. So we end up winning this game, making our way to the Super Bowl, and that is the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Loved playing it. It was such a good fun episode. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys soon for the Super Bowl video.